Hello everyone. Okay, welcome in the next lecture of integral equation. Okay, so today we will start a chapter number 3, that is the Volterra integral equations. Okay, then in this chapter we have to discuss the various methods for finding the solution of Volterra integral equation. Okay, so in previous chapter, that is the name of that chapter will be the Friedholm integral equation. In previous chapter Friedholm integral equation, we also see the methods of finding various methods of finding the solution of Friedholm non-homogeneous Friedholm integral equation of second kind with separable kernel. Okay, so we have to discuss all that methods for finding the solution of non-homogeneous Volterra integral equation of second kind with separable kernel. Okay, so first we discuss the method that is the Adorman decomposition method. Okay, so before that we write the standard form of Volterra integral equation. We know that what is the standard form? Standard form of Volterra integral equation. Okay, we see that in first chapter all the standard forms of the integral equation, types of integral equation. So standard form of Volterra integral equation of second kind is u of x is equal to f of x plus lambda integration from 0 to x k of xt into u of t dt. Okay, here the difference is that from Friedholm and Volterra, the Friedholm integral equation, both the limits, upper and lower limits are constant. Okay, but in Volterra integral equation, the upper limit will be variable and lower limit will be the 0. That is, we here in this text we have to only consider the lower limit, that is 0. Standard form. Then here f of x will be present, that means which is the non-homogeneous Volterra integral equation of second kind. That is the non-homogeneous Volterra integral equation of second kind. Integral equation of second kind. Okay, so here also for solving the non-homogeneous Volterra integral equation of second kind, there are various methods, but first we want to discuss the Adorman decomposition method. Okay, so in previous chapter we discussed that method for solving non-homogeneous Friedholm integral equation. Okay, so we know that what is that, we introduce that method. Okay, so in that Adorman decomposition method, we have to consider the solution in series form. Okay, so in Adorman decomposition method, we consider solution of equation number 1. We take it as equation number 1 in series form, that is infinite series. We consider in this way: u of x is equal to summation n is equal to 0 to infinity un of x. Okay, so we can split that in this way, that is u0 of x plus u1 of x plus u2 of x and plus up to dash dash dash. Okay, that means here we consider the solution u of x is in the addition of this component form. So first we want to find all these components and take their addition. So for finding that component, value of that component we put here, or for finding the recurrence relation we put u of x in equation number 1. Okay, so we put in equation number 1. Equation number 1 becomes in LHS and RHS u0 of x plus u1 of x plus u2 of x. We can directly write this value. Okay, plus up to dash 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 is equal to f of x plus lambda integration from 0 to x k of xt will be as it is. Okay, and u of t, from this u of x we have to write u of t, that is in bracket we have to get u0 of t plus u1 of t and plus up to dash 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 into dt. Okay, so we separate this integral in RHS to get f of x plus lambda integration from 0 to x k of x t into u0 of t dt. Okay, first integral. Then second integral, lambda integration 0 to x k of x t into u1 of t dt. Okay, and plus up to we have to get next terms in this way, that is lambda integration from 0 to x k of x t u2 of t dt plus up to so on. Okay, then we compare that LHS RHS to get the recursive relation. Okay, so by comparing to get relation, that is first value of u0 of x is equal to first term compare with this first term, that is u0 of x is equal to we get f of x, then u1 of x is equal to we get second term lambda 0 to x k of x t into u0 of t dt. Okay, then next term we have to get in this way, u2 of x is equal to lambda integration from 0 to x k of x t into u1 of t dt. Okay, so in this way, continuing in this way, that means if we write in general form, then we have to get the recursive relation un plus 1 of x is equal to lambda integration from 0 to x k of x t into un of t dt. Okay, so using that we can find the values of all these components u0x, u1x, u2x and up to so on, and by taking their addition and we have to get some Taylor expansion or infinite geometric series, or using that Taylor expansion infinite geometric series we have to get the solution. This is the Adam decomposition method. Okay, so from that is we get the recursive relation, we write in simple form, that is u0 of x is equal to f of x, and all other components we can find using the recurrence relation un plus 1 of x is equal to lambda integration from 0 to x k of x t into un of t dt. Okay, so for finding the component we have to use this recursive relation. That means in that first component, that is zeroth component, will be always consider f of x, that is the function in integral equation f of x, and then all other components can be found by using this recursive formula or relation. So we see one, I write here integral, Volterra integral, consider Volterra integral equation u of x is equal to 1 plus integration from 0 to x u of t dt. If we compare this equation with the standard Volterra integral equation, then we have to get here f of x will be equal to 1, lambda is also 1 and k of x t kernel is also equal to 1, that is separable. So we use the Adam and decomposition method. Okay, for that consider solution of equation number 1. Take it as equation number 1. Solution of equation number 1 is in series form, that is u of x is equal to summation n is equal to 0 to infinity un of x, that is we write it as u0 of x, also we write in this way also u1x plus up to so on. Okay, take it as equation number 2. Okay, then we have to find the components u0 of x, u1 of x and plus up to so on. So for that we have to use this recursive relation. Okay, so to find series solution components, that is u0 of x, u1 of x, up to so on, we use recursive relation. We use the recursive relation u0 of x is equal to first component we have to take f of x, then next components we can find using this un plus 1 of x is equal to lambda integration from 0 to x k of x t into un of t dt. Okay, so first component we consider, first component, that is zeroth component. u0 of x is equal to f of x, and f of x for this equation will be 1. So we have to get u0 of x is equal to 1, that is the zeroth component. Okay, then we find the all other components by putting values of n. Okay, so for n is equal to 0, we have to get recursive relation, that is u1 of x is equal to lambda integration from 0 to x k of xt into u0 of t dt. Okay, so we put your values. Lambda for this equation will be 1. So integration from 0 to x, then kernel will be also 1, that is 1 into u0 of t. u0 of x will be 1 constant, so u0 of t is also 1. So 1 into dt. Then integration of dt will be t, limits from 0 to x. So we have to get by putting limits x minus 0, that is we get equal to x. So we get first component u1 x is equal to x. Zeroth component will be 1, first component will be x. Okay, then for n is equal to we put 1. So for n is equal to 1, we have to get next component u2 of x is equal to lambda integration from 0 to x k of xt into u1 of t dt. Okay, so we put here again values. Lambda will be 1, integration from 0 to x, k of xt will be 1, and u1 t, u1 x will get x, so u1 t will be t. So we have to write here t into dt. Then taking integration of t will be t square divided by 2, limits from 0 to x. So we have to get by putting limits x square divided by 2 minus 0 square, that is 0 by 2. So we get here x square divided by 2. Okay, that is u2x is the second component. Okay, so in this way if we find the next component, then we have to get the all other components. Okay, similarly if we find the next component, then we put for n is equal to 2. So for n is equal to 2, we have to get u3x. u3x is equal to lambda integration from 0 to x k of xt into u2 of t dt. Okay, so we put your values again. So lambda will be 1, in limits from 0 to x, integration from 0 to x, k of xt 1, u2 of t, u2x we get x square by 2. So u2 of t, that is in terms of t square divided by 2 into dt. Okay, then we have to solve this integral. 1 by 2 take outside, and integration of t square will be t cube divided by 3, limits from 0 to x. By putting limits, that is 1 by 2, here we have to get x cube divided by 3 minus 0 divided by 3. That is we get value of u3 of x is equal to x cube divided by 3 into 2 will be 6. We can write directly. Okay, so v3 of x we can write it as x cube divided by 6, that is we can write it as 3 factorial, and also we can write here u2 of x is equal to x square divided by 2 factorial. Okay, so continuing in this way if we find, then we have to get u4 of x is equal to x raised to 4 divided by 4 factorial. Okay, so we write here and so on. Then take addition of all these components, take addition of all these components, get the solution, to get the solution. Okay, that is u of x. Okay, so we have to get the solution. We write here u of x will be equal to, x is equal to, we get addition of u0 of x plus u1 of x plus u2 of x plus u3 of x and plus up to dash dash dash. Okay, that is plus up to so on. So u0 of x, that is f of x, will be 1. Then u1 of x we get x. u2 of x will be x square divided by 2 factorial. Here x square divided by 2 factorial. Then u3 of x we have to get x cube divided by 3 factorial and plus up to so on. Okay, So we have to get u of x is equal to, and we know that this is the Taylor's expansion of series expansion of the function e raised to x. So we write u of x is equal to, that is e raised to x. So we get u of x is equal to e raised to x is a exact solution of given Volterra integral equation of second kind, non-homogeneous Volterra integral equation of second kind. Okay, so in this way we use the Adam decomposition method for finding the solution. Okay, then we see the next example. Example number 2, u of x is equal to x plus integration from 0 to x t minus x into u of t dt. Okay, minus x into u of t dt. So here again if we compare this with the standard form, then we have to get here f of x will be x, lambda will be 1, and kernel u of x will be equal to t minus x. Okay, so then we apply the Adam decomposition method. So by using Adam decomposition method, consider the solution. Consider the solution. Take it as equation number 1. Solution of equation number 1 is u of x is equal to summation n is equal to 0 to infinity un of x. Okay, then we have to find the series solution component u0 of x, u1 of x, and up to so on. Okay, so for finding series solution components, use the recursive relation. u0 of x, 0th component take as f of x. Okay, then un plus 1 of x is equal to, use this relation, integration from 0 to x, lambda integration from 0 to x k of xt into un of t dt. Okay, so we have to get here again we'll write the first component, that is u0 of x is equal to f of x. So for this equation f of x will be x. So we have to get u0 of x is equal to x. Okay, this is the first component. Then we find the another component by putting values of n. Okay, so for n is equal to 1. So for n is equal to, not 1, 0. N is equal to 0, we get u1 of x is equal to lambda integration from 0 to x k of xt into u0 of t dt. Okay, so lambda for this equation will be 1. So integration from 0 to x k of xt will be t minus x into u0 of t. u0 of x will be x, so u0 of t will be t into dt. Then we solve this integral. For that we simplify first this integral, separate these integrals. Okay, so t into t becomes a t square dt minus x we take outside, integration from 0 to x t into dt. Okay, then by taking integration of t square will be t cube divided by 3, limits from 0 to x, minus x integration of t will be t square divided by 2, limits from 0 to x. Okay, so by putting limits we get here x cube divided by 3 minus 0 divided by 3. Okay, minus x, here we have to get x square divided by 2 minus 0 divided by 2. Okay, then we have to get here x cube divided by 3 is 0, this becomes a 0, then minus x square divided by minus x into x square divided by 2, that is x cube divided by 3 minus x cube divided by 2. So by simplifying this we have to get u1 of x is equal to x cube, then in bracket 1 by 3 minus 1 by 2. Okay, so by taking cross multiplication to get 2 minus 3 divided by 6, that is we have to get minus x cube divided by 6, which is the u1 of x. Okay, or we can write this 6 as minus x cube divided by 3 factorial. Okay, in this way. Then using the value of u1x, we find the next component of the series solution, that is u2 of x, using this recursive relation. Okay, so for n is equal to 1, for n is equal to 1, we have to get u2 of x is equal to lambda integration from 0 to x a of xt into u1 of t dt. Okay, then by putting values, lambda will be 1, integration from 0 to x, k of xt will be t minus x, u1 t. u1 of x we get minus x cube divided by 6. So u1 of t we get minus t cube divided by 6 into dt. So here we separate this integral to get minus 1 by 6 we take out, minus 1 by 6 we take outside. So in curly bracket we separate this integral. So in integration 0 to x, this t cube into t becomes a t raised to 4 dt. Okay, we take minus 1 by 6 outside, then minus, again we take x outside, in integration 0 to x, this becomes a, this will be as it is t cube dt. Okay, in curly bracket complete. Okay, we take minus sign outside, so we have to get minus 1 divided by 6. Then taking integration, here we have to get t raised to 5 by 5, limits from 0 to x, minus x, taking integration of t cube will be t raised to 4 divided by 4, limits from 0 to x. Okay, so we have to get minus 1 divided by 6. By putting limits, x raised to 5 divided by 5 minus 0 divided by 5 minus x. Again by putting here limits, we get x raised to 4 divided by 4 minus 0 divided by 4. Okay, so by simplifying to get here x raised to 5 divided by 5, we write here simply square bracket x raised to 5 divided by 5 and minus this x into x raised to 4 divided by 4. Okay, so we have to get minus 1 divided by 6 and this will be x raised to 5 divided by 5 minus x raised to 5 divided by 4. Okay, so by simplifying this, we have to get value of u2 of x is equal to minus 1 divided by 6 into x raised to 5 and bracket 1 by 5 minus 1 by 4, that is we get minus 1 by 6 x raised to 5, 4 minus 5, that is minus 1 by 25 into 4 20. Okay, so we have to get this minus minus plus, that is x raised to 5 divided by 120. Okay, this is the value of u2 of x, or we can write u2 of x also x raised to 5 120, that is 5 factorial. Okay, so in this way, and continue in this way, we can find the all other term, that is and so on. So by taking addition of components of all components to get a solution, u of x is equal to u0 of x plus u1 of x plus up to so on. Okay, so we put here value u0 of x, we have to, that is the get f of x, that is x, plus u1 of x, we have to get the minus, that is x cube divided by 3 factorial, and u2 of x again we have to get x raised to 5 divided by 5 factorial minus up to, we have to get the next term in this way, that is u of x is equal to, and we know that it is the Taylor's expansion of the function sin x, so we write here that is equal to sin x. So u of x is equal to, we get sin x, and which is the exact solution for the given Volterra integral equation of second kind, non-homogeneous Volterra integral equation of second kind. Okay, so in this way we use the Adamant decomposition method for solving the Volterra integral equation of second kind. Okay, so today we will stop here. Thank you.